Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening. I'm Wade T. Lightheart from the Digital Republic, where awesome things happen. And we have a massive announcement to talk about today. And that is a complete revolutionary online sales, marketing, and education program that allows anybody with no experience online to build, to find leads, to sell to the leads, close those leads, and train those leads into Enagic distributors without you actually doing any of the moving parts. All you need to do is learn how to place ads. And for those of you who don't know, over the last few years in Enagic, the people who have been breaking records around the Enagic business have built some form of online system. I've gone inside of 3 of them, and I can say that we have taken a composite of the best that's out there. We've married it to an offline and online system, so it's unique, it's original, and we've backed that with a state-of-the-art system that does the training, that teaches anybody from someone who barely can run a computer to learn how to be placing social media ads so that you can actually bring people in from all around the planet. Of course, we're partnered with Enagic. We're very excited about that. That's the product. That's the service. You'll find out more how the whole system works in just a minute when Kreel gets fired up. But here's something I want to communicate to you right now. The world is changing, and it's changing rapidly. If you see retail stores today, they're going under. Big chains are going under. Retail stores are are coming out with empty places. And you're wondering, what's going on? Well, there's this wonderful thing called the internet. And this is the Gutenberg press moment. The world changed when they could print media with the Gutenberg press. And that means that people outside of the church could actually spread information. Well, up until the internet was developed, you would not be able to get your message, your product, your service out unless you went through a newspaper channel, well-established, very expensive, hard to track, or a television channel. Again, super expensive, hard to track. Well, the good news is, thanks to things like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and these social media platforms, you can now have your very own broadcasting station to get your message of prosperity out to other people who are looking for a better option. And the reality is this: there's a lot of people that have come to realize that the old program of going to school, getting a job, and working with the company until you get the golden handshake is over. Nobody's doing that program. People are going to have 7 or 8 lifetimes. And of course, as we see, expenses and inflation keep rising, but wages seem relatively flat and unimpressive. Where's the security in that? Well, there is none. And that's why we created the Digital Republic. The Digital Republic marries the best of online and offline training to a systematized training, education, and sales program that allows anyone to learn and master how you too can build an incredible business online, and you can start doing it today. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to my good buddy, the Vice President of Sales and Marketing for the Digital Republic, and the man that has put much of this system together, Mr. Kreel Hutchinson. Thanks for joining us, Kreel.
Right on. Thanks, Wade. So happy to be here, folks. This mission really started about 12 months ago. In the last 8 months, it's been a full-time hustle for me and my beautiful wife, Kristen. We're so pleased to be here, to be offering this to our existing team members. We've been with the Enagic program for close to 9 years. It's been absolutely amazing. We're so excited what the next 9 years is going to offer you in your business and in the Digital Republic because of the platform that we've created. So I'm going to jump right into it. Now, as Wade mentioned, I'm going to walk you through what your online business can look like. And for most people who are going to be watching this pre-launch webinar, we know that you're already with Enagic, so you're familiar with how fabulous the company is and the opportunity we have. Well, I really think the opportunity of a lifetime is getting 10x because of the online space and what we've been able to accomplish with the Digital Republic. So here's our branded website. This, as a member, you would get access. You'd log in. And before I kind of show you a few things, I want to get really clear so that you understand exactly what we're talking about. What is this business? What does it look like? What would I be doing? What does it feel like? So let me walk you step by step through that so it really feels grounded to you in the experience, what we're talking about. So here's what your business looks like, right? We're going to show you how to create Facebook and Instagram ads. Why? Because as Wade mentioned, 50% of advertisement today is TV, paper, magazines, the traditional way to do advertisement that's been, the steadfast for the last 50 years. And 50% of advertising is now digital. And of that digital content, 70% is coming from Facebook, which includes Instagram. So if you're interested in growing your business, and I know you are, if you're not promoting your business, your opportunity, your offer on Facebook and Instagram, you're really telling the marketplace you're not that interested in growing your business to a significant level. It is the heyday of being able to access close to 2 billion people a day on the site, and people are looking for this opportunity. We're going to get more into what exactly they're looking for, but I want to start from the beginning. So we're going to show you how to promote yourself, and you're going to book a Facebook and Instagram ad, right? Or you can do the traditional approach and invite warm market people to your website. And here's an example of one of our websites. You're going to actually have 3 to choose from when you're inside the site as a member. And they're also called landing pages. So you choose the landing page that will work best for you. And really what it's all about is driving traffic, whether it be cold traffic from our advertising costs or from warm traffic or personal invites. We drive them to the website and we get them to sign up for a webinar. Here's an example of the 2 other landing pages that we have. As you can see, they're really well laid out. They're beautiful, great pictures, very appealing to the eye. This is where you send people. And we advertise what we're going to be teaching in the masterclass, which is basically a review of why getting into the online space makes so much sense if you want to be a business owner today. Rather than going into the kind of the traditional brick and mortar business, we really think that click and order in the online space is the way to go for the next 10 years. So we're advertising that as our offer. People click into your website. They get invited to our live webinars. We're going to have 2 live webinars a week. We're going to do them Tuesday and Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Right? Or they can watch the replay at any time. Here's the inside page of your website. So once they give their email and name, which is really the opt-in, that's what we're looking to accomplish when someone goes to your website. Once they do that, they're on the inside page. They can watch a review of one of our replays. They can connect to you on Facebook, connect to you on Instagram. So you start to create that relationship. We know whether it's being an offline traditional business and sales or online sales and marketing. And in order for people to do business with you, they need to know you, they need to like you, and they need to trust you. And so we've created a system that walks a person through all those steps in a really organic, natural, professional sales sequence. So they want to be able to get in contact with you through the platform and start to see who you are in the real world through your Facebook and Instagram accounts. So from here, the moment they give their name and email, we do something very special. We allow the power of the system, which is driving through automation, take control. So in the business that I've been doing in the last 8 years, I've really had to do a lot of this myself. And I realized that I could never have the impact in the world in my business because I was doing the manual things, the tasks, the day-to-day tasks over and over again. Whereas with technology and systems, we're able to automate all that. So the moment someone clicks into your website, we're going to put them into a drip campaign. They're going to get 14 emails over a 35-day period, really explaining the value of the system that we have and why running an online business makes sense for today. And we're also going to send them some webinar alerts so that they can show up to the webinar on time or get the replays. So all of this is happening in the background. You're taking a person through an education process, and all you've done to this point is place an ad or invite someone to your website. The next thing, on the webinar, what we're going to be doing is about a 45-minute to 60-minute webinar, and we're really going to be promoting the value of running an online business. At the end of that webinar, the call to action is going to be invite the attendees to become one of our affiliate members. And this will be a purchase of a $99 US coaching program. What's the coaching program? It's going to be 3.5 hours of education and sales videos that's all done for you inside the site. So we're going to take the person who's interested. We're going to pre-qualify them by getting them to buy a $99 membership. And I'll just note, we give a 100% 30-day money-back guarantee. If it's not a fit for somebody, they get their money back. So we're really just looking to deal with qualified people who are willing to take action. Right? Spending $99 to do some market research is kind of a no-brainer, especially when you can get your money back in 30 days if it's not for you. And it allows you, being a business owner, to focus on the people that are willing to take action rather than kicking tires. Right? So they get access to the coaching program. 3.5 hours, they go through that in the site, and you can see the picture right now up on the screen. That's the limited version of the site, and we've got 10 videos. They just walk through it, and it really just makes sense. We talk about the online space, we talk about the Digital Republic, we talk about Enagic, Kangen Water, why the products are so amazing, how the compensation plan works, how the 8-point system works, how you can get started, how you can get financed. We do all of that stuff that you used to do yourself in your business. We've automated that all for you. At the end of the coaching 10 videos, they get to make a decision. If they're interested, they're going to book a coaching call. When they book that coaching call, which you can see on the screen here, they're going to fill out a survey, and they answer about a dozen questions that really lets the coach know exactly who they're talking to, what their motivation is, what their desires are, what their challenges are, how much money they got to invest, what their dreams are. So the coach basically goes into this call with all this relevant information to be able to really provide a consultation call to the affiliate, this new person. I'll tell you this, folks, people are booking coaching calls when they want to do business with you. People aren't showing up to coaching calls thinking, do I want to do this business? They've already decided, I want to do this business. I want to figure out how I can get involved. So once again, we're maximizing the efforts by having these step-by-step sequential sales steps that action takers are coming through. When we talk about a sales funnel, that's exactly it. You put a lot of people in the top, and then you streamline it down so that you have action takers coming out the bottom. So all during this process, you're going to have people that self-select to either drop out or go deeper. When they have the coaching call, one of our professional coaches will get on the call and review it with them. So what does that look like? So it's really a consultation call, and we'll talk about how you can become a coach a little bit later. But essentially, the coach is going to sit down and say, do you want to start by using the regular track or the fast track option, which is reviewed in the coaching program. So the client's going to know exactly which way they're going to be leaning. They give the coach that information, and then they have a conversation around it. We talk about the financing options, what's available to them. And then we eventually, the coach leads right into doing the Enagic paperwork, and we get that whole process started. This is all happening behind the scenes to you, right? All you've done at this point is place an ad, and you'll find out you've welcomed this person into the Facebook community. That's the 2 action steps you've had, and all of this automation, education, marketing, training, coaching program is all happening behind the scenes for you, right? So at this point, the person moves forwards and they decide, yes, I want to buy Enagic products. So we set them up with Enagic, and they become a registered Enagic distributor. Now, in order to get full access inside our site, someone has to be an Enagic distributor. We are promoting the Digital Republic as a lead generation and the education platform, but we're using Enagic products. So you can't fully utilize the program unless you become an Enagic distributor. So you partner with Enagic, and then you're partnering with the Digital Republic, and we help you grow your Enagic business, right? At that point, you can then upgrade your account to become a monthly member with the program. And now this is $97, you become a pro membership, right? When you do that, you get instant access to the step-by-step training site, which you can see on the picture right there. It's going to be 8 different modules that covers basically everything from the foundation, getting techie, running your business, advertising, Enagic, resources, meet the coaches. There's about 70 videos all in there. And so it really takes the person with very little experience or no experience, and it's going to walk you through a very sequential, easygoing step process that will take you from no experience to comfortable to experience to awesome in probably the course of like 90 days to 3 to 6 months, right? So we have also inside the system, we've put training in there to support both the online business we're doing, but also the offline business we do. Because a lot of people are going to want to maybe not just be or decide not to do a business, but they want to become a customer. So we want to support you grow your business on all these different levels rather than just kind of focusing in one territory. We feel the Digital Republic, because of our hybrid model and all our experience being, traditional network marketers and doing Enagic, face to face, that we want to bring all those resources, all that information, all that talent to the platform to really allow you to grow the type of business that you want with no fences and no barriers to it. So that all happens inside when you become a member and you upgrade. At this point, I'm going to tell you about the 3 different ways that you can earn income inside of our business. Okay, income number 1 way is through the coaching calls. Remember, everybody buys a $99 affiliate membership. That gets them access to the coaching program, the 3.5 hours of information. When they book a coaching call, we really want to acknowledge and support all the efforts that our coaches put into it, our leadership team. So those are going to be 30-minute phone calls. And we're going to pay the coach $50 every time they complete a coaching call. So that's income stream number 1. Income number 2, the coach sets the person up with Enagic products. And so as you know, being an Enagic distributor, you can make anywhere from $340 on one point on a K8 all the way up to selling, the fast track program of $5,000 per package. So that's going to be, really the big income stream in here. That's why the Digital Republic is, chose to work so closely with Enagic, because it's so awesome, right? We all know that, where we see the value of a 45-year-old company and the trajectory of this product line and the company itself. So that's income stream number 2, Enagic commissions. Income stream number 3, when you enroll a person as an Enagic distributor and then they upgrade their account, they're now a part of the affiliate program, right? And they're going to be paying $97 a month. We're going to pay you, the platform will pay you 40% of that $97 membership on the people that you roll directly. So let's say you enroll Bob, you get 40% of the $97, which it works out to about $38.70 or 80 cents or something like that. And then Bob brings in Mary, which is going to be on the second level. Well, we'll pay you 10% on that level, which are the 97. And that works out to about $9.70. So you're getting paid on 2 levels deep. So this is a great way to build a third income stream, and you can slide all of that into your advertising. So 3 ways to earn. Also, inside the system, we have multiple ways to support you to grow the type of business that you want. So we're really focused on allowing someone with very little experience, no experience in this space, to get comfortable. And how we do that is offering excellent support. So we've already talked that we're going to do the opportunity webinars every Tuesday and Thursday. That starts next week. Every Wednesday, there's going to be a mastermind. That's going to be for all the pro members. So that's the people on the monthly program. And you can ask all your business questions. That's going to be at 6 p.m. And then we have 3 private Facebook groups that allow you to access and get different information on different things. The first one is going to be the community group. That's where everybody who buys the $99 membership gets brought into. This is a great place to be, because this is all about celebrating people taking action. Just imagine you've answered a Facebook ad, you've watched the webinar, you're impressed, you buy the $99 membership. The person that you haven't even met welcomes you into this private Facebook group, and 50 to 60, 70 people all get super excited saying, congratulations, welcome to it. We're so happy to have you on board. It really builds that social proof and validity that this is the place to be. And so I really want to encourage, everybody get in there and see what happens. This is a real place to give. Once you move further through the program and you become our monthly enroller, your monthly membership, then we're going to put you into the support group. This is where you get to ask business questions. Hey, how do you do this? Hey, how do you do this? And you've got the whole community mastermind, right? The whole hive of the Digital Republic being able to access and give you information back in real time. And then we have our third group, which is our product group. This is for, as you know, when you bring someone new or you sell a water machine or you bring a distributor on, they usually have a lot of questions about just like the mechanics of how the machine works, the filter sales, how to do the deep cleaning, what do you use this for, what do you use that for? And then maybe you just have a customer, like Uncle Joe wants to be a customer. They don't want to be an online marketer. They just want to find out some information about being a customer. You could send them all right here and access it so that you've got all this information which is focused focused on the product, right? We feel like this is a really missing resource for a lot of people. So we can bring that all together, these three groups that perform very unique and important tasks inside of our system. Here's a picture of all three of those groups. So that's what you'll see on the inside. As you can see, Kristen, my wife, has done an amazing job with all the branding. It's beautiful. It makes you feel good. So you got the community, you got the chat group, and you got I Love My Kangen Water System, right? And who doesn't? How the business flow goes, let's do a little recap, right? Because we're kind of moved the whole way through. I'm excited, I'm talking fast. So let's just slow it down and I'll take you step by step through the recap of this. So here's your business flow. You advertise. That's either on Facebook, Instagram, or you invite people that you know to your landing page, which is your website, right? On the website, they're going to give their name and email. Then they get access to the live webinars or the replay webinars. They check that out. They spend an hour of their time to kind of see what we're all about, which is promoting an online business opportunity, right? If they decide, they'll move forward and they'll say, hey, you know what? I'll buy the $99 coaching package. That's the 3.5 hours of videos. That's the survey that they answer. And that's the coaching call that they can book, right? They get on a call with a coach. They set them up for an Enagic distributor. That all happens behind your back and the paperwork gets done. And now the person's an Enagic distributor. Now we upgrade them into our pro monthly membership for $97. They get full access to the resource center and the step-by-step training, which is going to show that new member how to post a Facebook ad, post an Instagram ad, invite warm market people, and we just go through the system over and over and over again. And as Wade and we'll explain a little bit more, the system that we've created is so state-of-the-art that once all of this stuff is automated, we can really drive as much traffic into the system because the system is going to do 90% of the work. It's a done for you, heavy lifting, taken care of, and we just get to have the fun part, which is promoting ourselves, being ourselves, promote the lifestyle, and drive people to the opportunity. So I have come to really embrace the social media platforms. I had resistance for a number of years, and because it wasn't working for me. And when I really figured out that this is an opportunity that can really help me to catapult my dreams and the lifestyle that I want, I looked at it in a different way. Our goal is to show you how to monetize your social media presence. If you're not doing that, you're missing out. The entire Digital Republic is designed to take that time, that energy, that effort that you're putting on to social media platforms and turn that into monetization through our sales system. So on the platform, we want to inspire, we want to educate, and we want to entertain people. What we do at the Digital Republic is this. We help people gain time and financial freedom by starting an online business. And we are so pumped up about it. We are so excited. Everything looks great, and we're fully steamrolling ahead. So I hope that little overview of the business flow makes sense to you and kind of really explains what your business can look like. We know you don't have all the answers. We're going to go through some of the Q&A, which are most commonly what we have heard over the last few weeks so that we can answer that so you can get a little clearer. So I'm going to, at this point, turn it back to my co-host, Wade, and he can jump into some of the questions.
All right. Thank you so much, Kreel. I really appreciate the excitement and the enthusiasm as we've been working this, day and night for the last while to bring this to you. And of course, for those of you who might be wondering what is the Digital Republic exactly? Well, it's a virtual online community that offers a sales, marketing, and education platform to create opportunity of a lifetime for a global laptop entrepreneur. Let me share a little story with you. Years ago in 2004, I was running a personal training business in Vancouver, and everything in my business was based on word of mouth. A friend of mine who was also a personal trainer came up to me and said, "Hey, Wade, I'm making a ton of money online, and I think I can help you make money online." I said, "Are you crazy? Nobody's making money online. That doesn't make any sense." And he said, "Well, I can show you how to do it, and I'll show you how I've been doing it." And I said, "Well, I'll take a look." And so I looked at what he was doing, and I was very impressed. I said, "Well, there was only one problem. I don't have a computer." And he thought I was crazy, and I thought he was crazy. But the bottom line was, thankfully, we locked arms, and he was able to show me a step-by-step system where together him and I were able to make millions of dollars and impact thousands of people's lives. I've been doing that for the last 15 years. And then what happened in 2007, I got partnered up with the Enagic program. And it was something I really loved. I was passionate about the system. I loved the way the commission structure worked. And I was also able to make a big impact in people. But I always wanted to create that same experience I had, where I was to take somebody who had literally no experience, no background, didn't know. I mean, you couldn't get any worse than I was when I started. I didn't even own a computer. And I had all this resistance. And, you know, thanks to that mentorship, I was able to build a great business. Thanks to mentorship and Enagic, I was able to build a great business. And the key to it was having a great product, a great system, an experienced mentor, and a step-by-step done-for-you system that allowed you to streamline the boring or monotonous part of the parts of the automation or the program that allowed you to focus on the 10% that really generates money. And that is bringing more people to your project, getting more people to see it. And it's never been better than it is today, thanks to social media. So what we've created is a 90% done-for-you system that creates the easiest, most streamlined education program for anyone to go from an employee to an entrepreneur without any previous experience. That's extremely powerful. Now, I will say a couple caveats. Just because the system says it's 90% done for you doesn't mean that you're going to put in a 10% effort. You need to put in 100% of your own effort. And that's going to take approximately somewhere between 3 to 9 months for you to be generating regular income that you can count on moving forward and can scaling up to really achieve your dreams. So how do I know this? Well, my fiance and myself, Krista, what happened is we got started doing this last year, and we were able to build a system that really expanded our capacity to reach more people with the amazing Enagic product. And so what we did is we created a platform that kind of streamlined both of us, allowed all this other stuff to come in. We partnered up with Kreel and his wife, and we've created this beautiful thing called the Digital Republic. And the bottom line is, it's where awesome things happen. And awesome things are going to happen to you if you lock arms with us, get involved, and start marketing this program. Let's get to some of the questions that might be out there. So
one of the questions that always pops up is, what do we advertise? Because we are kind of moving away from what we've been doing the last, 10 years with Enagic, which is really promoting the Kangen water, the different products, doing the demos, really educating people on all of those aspects of health, which is amazing. And we've created incredible businesses. But in this, we want to actually shift a little bit, because we've actually found that on social media, which is the platform we want to do, when you're pushing product, it's not as effective as promoting a lifestyle. People are going to be gravitating to who you are, what you do, what you're up to, much more than if you're telling them, hey, buy this, buy this, buy this. So it moves from selling to marketing. What's marketing? Hey, figure out what your audience is interested in and give them relevant information. And eventually they're going to like and trust you and know you, that they're going to reach out and say, hey, you know what? I want to get involved with you because you're talking my language and I can really resonate and you're where I want to be. So I want to reach out. What is this called? We are doing lifestyle marketing, also known as authentic marketing, which means we are leading by example through our own unique lives. We can advertise the benefits of what we experience or looking forward to what is coming to experience if you're a brand new person by having a home-based business. So that's really what we're promoting. That's what we'll be talking about on the opportunity webinar. We don't mention Enagic. We don't mention Kangen water. This is only just happening in the pre-launch. When we switch over to the opportunity webinars, it's going to be a completely different mindset and marketing approach. Who's interested in this? Well, what we're talking about actually really affects a very large audience. And let's talk about some of those people. It's going to be employees who are in the 9-to-5 grind. It's going to be in corporate employees who make good money, but they don't have the time of their life. They don't have the time to really enjoy it. Couples with families that are losing out on precious time with their kids. Who doesn't know a whole bunch of people like that? There's a ton of people out in the world that have all the money, but have no time, right? And then you have a whole bunch of people that don't have the income. And so we want to provide, our approach is really a solution for a lot of challenges. Also for retired people that are maybe looking to supplement their income, or they're looking to retire, the major worker in the family for the last 40 years, get them into retirement earlier so they can do like a small online business at home that can supplement or even replace what they've currently built. Also, entrepreneurs looking to go from offline to the online business, from that old school brick and mortar to the click and order world of today. There's so many great people out there that are looking for the right opportunity to make that switch. And also stay-at-home parents, right? The reason they want to stay at home is because the value they have with their kids. In order to do that, they need to be making income in the space that they're spending time. So who is this interested in? Who's interested in this? A lot of people. So we really know that we can have a massive impact, and that allows all of our members. There's not a saturation here. All of us will have different audience, different ideal avatar, customer avatars that we're going to be marketing to. So we really have an incredible opportunity to grow this business massively in the coming years. So that's one of the major questions. The next major question is,
who's this for? Well, I'm going to share with you another little story. Thanks to the power of Enagic and thanks to the power of online marketing, I was able to travel the world since 2005, lived all over the planet. One of my favorite spots is a place called Bali, Indonesia. And I used to go to a co-working spaces where literally there were hundreds of people from all around the world building and growing online businesses. And it was a remarkable experience. And what I realized then is here are all these people from diverse, we had people who were in their 70s. We had kids that were, literally in their teens, their late teens, who were living this amazing lifestyle. And it struck me at that point that how much the world had actually changed. For many people, in fact, I wrote a book called The Wealthy Backpacker that talked about this concept of the digital republic, a border, a country or an organization or a structure without borders, boundaries, and limits. Now, the only way that you can develop that is, number one, you need to be mobile. Number two, you need a source of income that you can derive from anywhere. And number three, you need a marketplace that you can reach. Well, thankfully, thanks to social media, thanks to the internet, and thanks to laptop technology, as well as this incredible digital platform that we have constructed, and the 45 years history that Enagic has put together with points of sales, service, and distribution around the planet, you're at the perfect time and the perfect place to take advantage of what I call the new world economy, the new digital economy. The reality is we all know that most people are now going online to shop instead of going to a store. And that trend is not going away at any time soon. In fact, it's only going to increase. So doesn't it make sense to take a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, and a little bit of money to get involved in a system where people are going to teach you step by step? Kreel and I aren't going away anywhere. We're here to help you coach. We've brought on Roger Gadet, who's also been with the project in Enagic for many, many years. Of course, you're familiar with this story. And we're going to be the three primary coaches. Of course, you're going to have the opportunity to coach too once you have demonstrated that you have proven success with inside the system. And that's the beauty of this. Not only do you get commissions from the Enagic program, you'll get commissions from the site, and you can get commissions from coaching by helping people become the best opportunity for themselves. And so that's part of the magic of this whole program. And that's why we're so excited about this program. Now, who's it not for? It's not for skeptics. It's not for people who don't want to roll up their sleeves and get work. It's not for people who are kind of nilly-willy and complain, or who aren't going to, get inside and start learning things. The bottom line is, the digital world, the online world, it didn't come easy for me. I didn't grow up with a computer. I didn't grow up with the internet. And some of you are like that, and some of you are absolute internet whiz kids. But the bottom line is you just need to go through the program, go at the pace that's comfortable for you, set your goals, set your standards, and stick with it for the next 12 to 24 months and see how this not only just transforms your perception of the world, but it'll also transform the power that you have with this new digital economy, with this system, the power to impact others, the power to help uplift the world through creating prosperity and through health that is so passionate for us, and the power to change your own life by literally not putting a limit on your income and not putting a limit on who you can reach to, how much money you can make, and how much impact you can make in the world. And the bottom line is you don't have to go anywhere to do it. All you need is the computer you're watching this through or the phone that you have, and you are ready to rock and roll. So the good news is, what are you waiting for? Kreel?
Exactly. Another popular question is, what is the affiliate program? So the affiliate, let's just explain a little bit. All of our affiliates, you buy the $99, you become an affiliate member, right? And then you become an Enagic distributor first. This has been a point. People are wondering if you can become a monthly member before becoming an Enagic distributor, and you can get access to the system and maybe, you know, promote other products. No, we're focusing on the Enagic product line. So in order to maximize the use of the system, you're going to become an Enagic distributor first. There's lots of different options how to get involved there. And then you upgrade to the Pro membership, which is the $97 a month. When you do that, it unlocks the entire training system. And very importantly, you are now eligible to earn commissions from the affiliates that you'll enroll into the monthly membership, right? So you earn that 40% on the direct people, which is $38.80, right? So that's, say you bring in Bob. Bob enrolls, you make $38.80 every month. Bob's on the program, right? Bob brings in Mary, which is an indirect to you, which is your second tier. So it's paying 2 levels here. And we're going to pay 10% on that. So 10% of the $97 monthly comes out to $9.70. That's paid out to you. So you get 40% on Bob, 10% on Mary, and you're getting that every single month. Now, basically, you enroll 3 people and it's free. You're actually in profit. So we're not talking a large amount of people in order to get profitable in the program, but not just profitable. You're actually developing another income stream. And we highly recommend that income stream through your affiliates. And if you're doing the coaching stuff, all of that, everything that happens on the platform is going to go into our Hyper Wallet program. Now, this is state-of-the-art merchant accounts, all backed up, all tax legal. When you go through it, I think you'll be so impressed what we've done. So all of that affiliate and coaching commissions, that gets paid through our Hyper Wallets. You'll actually be able to register yourself and get your own credit card. You can use that credit card to either, you know, pay Facebook advertisement, pay your monthly costs on the platform. You can transfer money from Hyper Wallet to your bank account. All of that is going to be happening behind the scenes. So we've really allowed, you know, working with one of the top companies, and they recently were purchased by PayPal for an incredible amount of money. So we're really, you know, this is professional level. And I think you'll be very impressed when you see how the money side of things is going to be working on the platform. All of this is in US dollars. So you buy your membership and you also get paid through the Hyper Wallet in US dollars. So that's a little bit more information on the affiliate program. I hope that makes a lot of sense. We'll move on to the next question.
So yes, a lot of people are asking, is this connected to EWS? And no, the Digital Republic is a completely independent marketing and education platform for distributors of the PH Alliance. For those of you who don't know, the PH Alliance is something that we've put together for years. It was a sales and education training, teaching many of the principles that allowed you to be successful using what I would call the old school direct sell marketing. We're certainly not taking that away, and we think that's still a great way to build the business. This is just a new way to do it with new technology. We always want to be growing. We want to be staying literally on the bleeding edge. The bottom line is, though, we promote Enagic products inside our system exclusively. We don't promote other products, other companies, other brands, or anything like that. And also in our social media platforms, we have strict operating parameters. So this is not a place where people are going to come in and start, you know, pitching your downline or your organization. If they do that, they're out of the system. We're very tight. We're very organized. It's very positive and very upbeat. And that means that when people come in, they get recognized by the group, they get high fives, they get that dopamine hit that they realize this is real. We get to share success stories inside that platform and really support each other from the newbies to the kind of the old pros, if you will, as we go through this system, locking arms and really running into this positive future together. Let's go to the next question, Kreel.
Yeah. Next question, how long until traction? Great question. So what we've noticed from our experience in the online space and going through similar programs to this, it's really going to take a person about 3 to 4 weeks to get onboarded and set up. A big part of that is you got to run a 2-week like campaign with Facebook. So it's really about, you know, introducing yourself to Facebook as a paying customer and warming up that relationship. So you can't do too much too fast on the platform or they shut you down, because they're really not into scam artists and all that kind of stuff. So they like slow and steady business growth. So it takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go through the training system, get your stuff up and going. Then it's going to take you about 3 to 4 weeks to get comfortable with the mechanics of Facebook Ads Manager. This is where you place your ad, you do your targeting, you do your headlines, you start studying your metrics. This is where what really sets you apart from everybody else that's using social media just for fun. This allows you to put that marketer side on. And so you're going to get 3 to 4 weeks, a month to get comfortable there. Once you get comfortable there, then it's about another 3 to 4 weeks of actually doing the ads, split testing, getting something that starts to have traction. So we encourage people. You're looking at about 16 to 90 days when you get in order to get through the learning curve. When you're through that learning curve, folks, the heavy lifting is done. And it becomes a lot more fun after that. Now, some people with previous experience, hey, you will be able to fly through that maybe in, 3, 4, 5 weeks. For people that it's really a stretch and you just got to move at your own pace, you don't have the time, it's going to be a slower investment for you. Hey, that could take more like 4 or 5 months. But on average, yes, it's about 3 to 4 months to get through that. And then once you're there, you start to get a little traction in the business. People are responding to your ads. They're showing up to the webinars. They're becoming affiliates, being the $99, right? They're going through the coaching program. Now you want to start filling up your funnel. The funnel filling kind of happens over a 90-day period. So people just don't like answer your ad and then become an ad distributor and jump on board. There's a process, because guess what? They need to know, like, and trust you. So you need to be able to develop those relationships inside our platform and on social media, of introducing and following up with people and all the good things that has been taught to you in the Enagic world of how to create really great integral relationships. We're just moving that into the online platforms. So you got to fill up that sales funnel. And then all of a sudden, after about 5 or 6 months, something magical happens if you followed and executed on the steps that we've laid out in the platform, is you're going to start to get the buyers rolling in, right? Because your funnel is full, you understand what you're doing, you're better at advertising, you're getting more leads consistently, and then really from 6 to 12 months is where you could see a lot of great growth in your business. So what I really encourage people to do is you got to have patience here. Right? You're not going to be an overnight superstar. Yes, can it happen? Yes, that's going to be an outlier, and those will be some of the success stories that we'll see. But for the average person, it's going to be 90 days to get you set up, another 90 days to start to get some traction, and then from 6 to 12 months, you're going to be really excited about the business that you've grown. So really, you've got to come into this with a commitment. Hey, this is a 12-month process for me to develop a new skill set, get comfortable, get traction, and be able to be consistent in my advertising costs and budget throughout that process. So, Wade, I'll pass it back to you for the next question.
Great. So just so you know what our system timeline is, we're going to be onboarding people over the next 3 to 4 weeks. And we are going through this in a systematized component, trying to represent each of the teams that are already involved in Enagic and some of the people that we're bringing in from the online platforms that existed. Keep in mind that not everybody's going to participate in this system, and although if you don't get involved, what happens is it's going to go on to the next person and next person. And unfortunately, some people are going to miss out on some great commissions. We'd love to make it so everybody would get in right away. Not everybody is an early adapter. So there is an advantage to being an early adapter, getting involved and finding out the system, even if you're not really sure. Because wouldn't it be amazing if all of a sudden you had 3, 4, 5 people on your system actually paying you money so that you could learn how to build an online marketing system? Maybe the universities ought to think of that. Bottom line is that we'll be testing the system and fixing minor issues. This is a complex system in the backside of it. It's simple for you, but all of these things have to work in like clockwork. And so we're going to go through that, test that. We're going to get your feedback on things that are working, and always be upgrading is one of my policies online in the online world. The online world changes at the speed of thought. So this program will continue to adapt and grow. And for those early adopters, the adaptation and growth process, you're going to be walking hand by hand as this gets better and better. The system 6 months from now will be better. The system 12 months from now will be better, 24, 36, and so on and so forth. Of course, our very first opportunity webinar is going to be April 18th. Again, this is going to be a radical new way to promote the business. You're going to be able to leverage this webinar to brand new people who are looking to build an online business. People who are just spending time scrolling through social media are going to see your ads and be able to click on it and watch this webinar, get involved in the program, and before you know it, you'll be having people buying machines. You've never done a demo, you didn't do an invite, you never showed them how the money works because the system does that for you. What you did is you got really good at placing ads. Then on April 22nd and going to May 1st, this is where we're going to go live for the new people. So for those of you who get involved now, you can start training, get things up to speed, maybe make a short list of maybe some other people you want to reach out to on your team as you get your links to kind of get them, use that offline program to get more people onto the system, because the bottom line is every person that you have in your system on your team is advertising dollars that are going into your entire budget. And that's going to allow both you and your team members to get more commissions from the system and more commissions from Enagic. And what does that mean? That means everybody wins. And isn't it great to win? I love to win. You love to win. Everybody likes to win. And with this system, winning has never gotten easier because, you know, a lot of people, they don't have time to get in cars and drive and do demos. They're pressed for time because they're already commuting. They can't make it to a webinar. They have trouble going through the system. Maybe they don't feel comfortable explaining how the business system works. I certainly didn't when I started. Maybe they don't know how to do a demo in a way that feels good. Or maybe they don't want to lug all that stuff around. Not saying that those things don't work, but with this, we all know that there's over 2 billion people here on social media. Doesn't it make sense that you can reach out and while they're sitting there watching, you know, at the kids' hockey practice or figure skating contest, they can sit there and click on their phone and watch an ad and go, wow, these people are doing really well. And the other part is you're going to see all the social proof from all the successful people in the system are going to be help promoting this system and generating social proof. Even if you've never made a sale in your life, people are going to see that this system delivers. And so you don't have to worry about that. Kreel, you want to take the next one? We need to.
Next question, who can be a coach? So we want to encourage all of our forays in the system to really get comfortable with the process. You know, you want to get in, you want to get onboarded, you want to get comfortable with the mechanics. You know, what we're talking about is that 60 to 90 days of that comfort zone. So you're definitely wanting to move through that. Now, when you get comfortable, we really want to encourage 4As and above if you feel inclined to go through our coaching training program. And so, you know, you'll be selected and there'll be, you know, some stuff that you'll have to learn and go through and display that you've got the caliber and the expertise to become one of our professional coaches, because we really want to keep that caliber really high so that all of our members know that when a coaching call has happened, it's really being done by a person who is a professional. And so there will be a process to go through, but if you are interested in being a coach, you should definitely let, you know, Wade, myself, or Roger know, the primary coaches right now moving forward, that that's something that you would like to grow towards, because we want to put like a little, you know, list together, because the reality is the three of us, it's going to be insane very quickly that we just aren't able to manage all the coaching calls. So we definitely need to encourage and bring forward the right coaches for the next level. And then really it's just about, you know, a natural evolution inside your business and on the platform of leadership and moving forward. So there's no pressure, but it's there for you. And you'll need to be approved through the training program. And, you know, that'll be very hands-on, one-on-one. And there's a completely different section that won't be seen when you're on the site. That's for coaches only, that has all of that relevant information. So Wade, you want to do the next one?
You got it. So here's the thing. I know there's probably a ton of questions that people are going to have. And the reality is that 80% of these questions are going to be answered inside the coaching program. And 20% are going to be answered on your coaching call. So basically, we already know what kind of all the questions is. Rather than wasting a whole lot of time to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to just allow you to, the interested parties, to sign up, get involved, get their membership started at $99. Go to their if you're already an Enagic member, what you would do is you'll then put in your ID, pay the $97 a month, and then you'll be ready to rock and roll. So what are the next steps? Kreel, you want to go through them?
Yeah, the next steps are So right now, just to answer a few questions, this is only available for the members inside the Prosperity and Health Alliance. So that will be my organization, Wade's organization, Seha Top's organization, and he's tipped Roger Gadet to be the go-to person for him. So Roger's going to be handling everybody who's interested in Seha's group. So you want to reach out. You want to reach out to the three of us if you haven't already and say, hey, I'm interested. Now, we are getting a ton of interest from other groups, but the reality is we probably have about 1,000 people that we need to bring on in our own organizations over the next 6 months. So that's really going to be our primary focus, to make sure that we're delivering the value to our own group. We're not saying it's not available, but it's definitely not going to be available for the next 6 months. So you want to reach out to your upline, to your senior leaders, particularly your -3s, because no matter what we do, we will always be following enagic policies and procedures at every turn, so that we're completely congruent in our business and also providing the highest standards on the platform. So if you are one of those people, that's what you need to do, is reach out to your leaders and reach out to Wade and get on the wait list and just express an interest. But realistic expectations are it's definitely going to be 6 months before we even entertain what that could possibly look like. If you are in the Prosperity and Health Alliance, then you want to reach out to us three. And what will happen very soon here, the site went totally live today. We started to bring on our first group by either Thursday or Friday. What will happen, it'll be, you will receive an email from Roger, Kreel, or Wade. In that email will be our our URL, which will be to our website, with a video. You want to click on that URL, you want to watch the video, and it's going to walk you step by step through the process of how to opt into the system, how to pay your $99. That will get you a membership right away. Right? And then from there, we're going to encourage you to move fast and actually upgrade. So you don't watch all the 3.5 hours of information. You're going to have plenty of time to do that. But we have so many people that are wanting to get in. So you don't want to slow down this for your downlines. We want to make sure that this moves quickly. So you're going to pay the $99. You're going to get access to the site. You're going to upgrade for the $97. Then you're going to have access to your landing page. And you're going to turn around, put that landing page in the email template with the video, and send it to your next group of leaders. And we're just going to slowly duplicate that process. So every 24 to 48 hours, another group of leaders comes in. You know, starting next week, we're going to have the mastermind, so we're going to be able to deal with everybody who's a monthly member and in the site. You'll get access to that private team mastermind, but that's going to be the process. So you buy the 99 and the 97 in the same day, and then we encourage you to go through the coaching program, book your coaching call. We'll have all of that process. We really want you to go through step by step so that you know what the user experience would be like. And when you invite other people onto the platform, you know exactly what their user experience will be like, you know. And so that will be the process. So you'll be getting an email from one of us or someone else in the leadership team. And if you're excited and you haven't connected to your uplines, you definitely want to reach out and to your 3As, your 4As, your 5As, your 6As, and say, hey, you know what? I want to get on the board here. Are you in a position? Are you talking to these guys? Are you on the wait list to get in? And if they're not, you know, they make a decision whether they want to participate or not. And if they don't, then you go to the next person, because we don't want to slow down that enthusiasm. This is launching. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be crazy. And we want to make sure that you get the position, a priority position, so you're in at the beginning so that we can really ride this wave. So Wade, I'll hand that over to you for any final comments.
Well, thank you so much, Kreel. I really appreciate how much work and time and effort that you and Kristen have pulled together with, of course, Krista and Vida on the back end office, and of course, our team. A couple questions that might come up is, what are some of the components inside the question? This system that we're using is a state-of-the-art marketing system that virtually all of the top MLM companies in the world are using. We have a team of web developers that work in 2 shifts around the world that are doing not only the loading and upgrading the system, but also all the fixes and all the upgrades that we continue to come as we move forward in the new world economy. The merchant accounts are all located in the United States of America. We have the #1 direct sales tax incorporated company handling all the tax issues, which is Squire. There's virtually no other company on the online platforms that have this level of solidity. We also have this was all vetted legally through literally the legal team that did the Enagic policies and procedures with the company. So it's rock solid from top to bottom. And of course, you've got, veterans in Enagic with combined experience of over 30 years just in your initial coaches that are coming on board. And of course, that's really important factor. So you can trust the system. You know that it's solid. You know it's married to Enagic. We're not out there taking apart anybody else, and we're not trying to say that you can't do Enagic another way. We're just showing you this is another tool and another way to do it. And I can tell you with my own experience, when I first got started out, you could not find a person that was more skeptical or more all thumbs, literally. And that was before they had cell phones that had, were touched on with the thumbs. I didn't know anything about the online world. And I'm totally grateful that someone, took me aside and started teaching me step by step. And I was totally grateful that someone taught me step by step on how to do the Enagic system. And now I'm having the opportunity to pay it back to all the teams that we have and all the people to come into Enagic to show you that how powerful the online program married with Enagic actually is, that you can build an incredible income, an incredible lifestyle, claw back your time so you can spend it with the people that you love. And isn't that what we're all about? It's not really the money that we're looking for. It's the freedom and opportunities that money buys. The old school was you go to school, you pay a big amount of money, you get in debt, and you hope for a job, and you work for the next 35 to 40 years to do this. I believe with the Digital Republic, we can compress that time for a fraction of the cost, teach you how to be world-class and to make incomes better than doctors and lawyers inside the next 24 to 36 months. So my suggestion to you is don't wait, don't hesitate, get involved, get started, go through that learning curve at the pace that's comfortable for you. Get on the mentorship groups, get on the online programs, learn how to do this social media. Keep plugging away at it until you master this skill. Because I'll tell you what, I'm reading some incredible books right now where the future of humanity is. And the future, they said, is managing social media and mathematical algorithms that allows you to get your message, your product, and your program out to other people. We've put that all inside here for you. So this is the future, the Digital Republic, where awesome things happen.